1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Guys, I'd like you to sit down in the assigned groups. Today we're going to be talking about other sides of sports and marketing. The first thing I'd like to say is within sports there are other things that make the sports happen. Not everything is being on the field throwing a ball or kicking a ball or batting a ball. There are other aspects like the health and fitness that we talk about a lot, and aspects like marketing, symbolisms. Today we're going to talk about marketing and a little bit of the symbols that go with it. For example, our local team, the Saints. What's the symbol of the Saints? Yes?
Fleur-de-lis.
A fleur-de-lis. What does the fleur-de-lis represent?
New Orleans?
Yes, New Orleans history. New Orleans used to be a French city, and that's why the French used to have it's a symbolism. We can go into that later about it. Are there any other teams that you like a logo, and you have any reasons why? For example, we have the logo of the Pelicans, the local basketball team. The Pelicans logo has a pelican. The pelican is the state of Louisiana's official bird, as they call it. Okay, so that's why they use it, and then they mix it with, sometimes they mix it with fleur-de-lis and make it all very New Orleans. But it's all about representation. So today I would like you to study a few logos. First of all, we're going to show you a few in the slides, and I'll talk about them in a second. Also, I want your groups, first of all, to imagine you're a sports team of any kind. From golfing, to soccer, to basketball, to baseball, to gymnastics, whatever you guys want to call yourselves collectively. You'll call yourselves collectively. Show your group. Show me the name of your team. And we're going to have to design a logo. I want everybody to design, within the group, to design their own logo. And then those groups are going to vote for the logo that represents the group the best. And then you guys are going to come to the front of the screen and present it to the class and see what it represents. Like for example, like there are teams that have logos that represent the city. There are teams that represent the state. Others represent a part of history. A lot of things, but there are also personal symbols. For example, I'm a musician, and my initials are Orlando da Silva. My initials are ODS. So when I go around and sell my product, I put ODS on it, because everybody will know that's Orlando da Silva. So I want you to be really personal. Think about what your group wants. How your group wants to be portrayed. Do you want to be scary? Do you want to be heroic? You want to be whatever you guys want to be. Express yourselves and be true to what you want to express. It's not a question of how well you can illustrate the drawing or the colors. I left the materials on your tables, by the way, so it's all should be prepared. But if you need anything else, just come over to me, and I should have extra pencils and color stuff you want to use. But anyway, be true to yourselves. Do something that represents your group, and then we're going to come over here, and then you guys are going to present to the class as if you're presenting in a real professional environment. We've already kind of spoken about the Saint symbol, which represents the city and the French heritage, and I'm sure there's a lot more detail we can go into. For example, the Pelicans, state bird, state animal, and the team decided, because it used to be called the New Orleans Jazz before anything, because the music, but the team got sold somewhere else, and it was a long story. The newest one we have in New Orleans is the baby cakes. The New Orleans baby cakes. Does anyone know what it means? What it stands for? It's a brand new logo for the team. It used to be called the Zephyrs. Does anyone know? Let me explain. New Orleans is a tradition for king cake at Mardi Gras, and you can see the colors of New Orleans, which are the purple, kind of bluish, the green, the yellow. Strong colors, kind of, interesting. And, as you can see, the king cake always has the baby inside. So the baby cake, when you open a baby cake from New Orleans, you're going to have a kid, a baby, batting the ball. Yes?
Why does he look so mean, Coach?
Showing aggression. They want this represent, and despite being a baby name, they want to show that it's a team that's going to be strong and is going to, come out and not be messed with, even though there's a baby. He's not a mean baby exactly, but the logo works in a lot of different aspects. Like, why does he have a crown in his head?
Because of the king part?
It's a king cake. It's a king cake, but they're also the kings of baseball. Why does he have a bat in his hand? For example, baseball represents the sport that they play. And the kings of baseball, and they're from New Orleans, and they have all the components represent the city in an original way. First, I didn't like the logo very much. I didn't like the name very much, but then once I found out the history of the logo, it made sense. While before it never made a lot of sense to me. But now it does. You want you to think for yourselves. See what your little group of buddies and will come up with. Be open-minded, but be honest, just to see where we can go with the logos. Be creative, and don't be afraid of how it comes out. As long as it's kind of honest, and you guys are going to be and have fun enjoying it, doing it. Then we're going to come up and we're going to explain to the class and see how it goes. Yes. I'm looking to assess you on the creativity, on how the name and the picture go together and they represent you in a group. For example, I know, like for example, some of your boys, I know what you guys are like, so I want to expect something from you guys. It's going to be kind of representative of your personalities, of your history. I'm also going to access not so much in graphic talent, but on how you represent yourselves within the logo, to make sure that the colors, the type of handwriting, the type of logo, symbol, image you want to put in it. Above all, how you cooperate as a group. It's very important that I want to see everybody creating their own, and at the end we're going to vote, and then the one that will win within the group is going to come over here and talk about the group in that situation. I would recommend you guys to choose a name for the group together before you start working, and maybe just collaborate. Make sure that I want to see group work, but I want everybody to be involved, you know. And at the end, even if ex-student wins the election, let's just say, the others are welcome to go and participate in finishing the product. That even the winner's product can be made even better by coming over here. And when it comes time to explain, I want to see the best product the group can make, even though you guys are going to start working individually. The first example, Group 1 came up with the name Gret and the Kings. I like the name, and so you can see that there's a little, how do you call it, a crown, and the little balls in the crown are basketball crowns. I love that. It tells me that you guys are the kings of basketball, alright? And you're from Gretna. So it represents the sport you're doing, how good you are at it, because you're the kings, you're the best, and you're basically the kings of it. You just want to, you know, you're going to be winning all the tournaments and winning everything around. I like the colors. The gold means you're going to be winning medals and the color of the crown. And the basketballs just tell me that you guys are going to be a basketball team. So in terms of creativity, I think it was very creative. I like how it was all represented. Explanation on how the symbol represents you. It tells me who you are. I know you as people. And I know who you guys are. I know you guys are good basketball players and you care about it. So to me, it tells me that you're confident and tells me that what you guys represent. Teamwork and everyone. I like the teamwork because actually I saw a few other examples of your group because I was walking around the class, like I do. And it just seems like you chose the right one, but the other ones were also very strong examples. Right?
Okay.
Alright, the next example is the New Orleans Dolphins. I like the illustration on it. And you guys are a swim team, a girls swim team. The illustration on it is really cool. The name Dolphins has already been used, and we'll have to talk about copyrights in some ways, but this is something that we'll probably do later in other different years when you guys are old, you'll understand it. As far as the illustration is really good, it's creative. But I did notice that out of the 5 of you in the group, only 3 of you did work, and only one of you got the chosen, the elected design. I would have preferred if everybody came up with a design, even if you're not talented, it's just an idea. Even if you're not necessarily a good artist, I just wanted an idea to represent it. It seemed like there was one person talking more than everybody else in that group. In respect of creativity, how could it be more creative? Because I know exactly where you went with it. As far as an explanation, the team represents, yes, I love the representation because dolphins are beautiful in the water, and I'm sure you guys will be champion, a big swimming team champion. But it does show you the confidence and show that you're good. I'll give you that. The teamwork to me was where I didn't see so much, and I would like to have seen a little more and less than having one person dominating the whole event, and the others just sitting back. The team, everybody needs to push, and then we would have elected the best one of all of them. But I would have preferred to have had a better, like a more communication, a more group work like the other teams did. Okay, and finally, I would like everyone to get their individual papers back on, and I would like you to write in the back of the sheet, of course, with your name and class number. I would like you to write in the back of the sheet what you liked about the project, and what you liked less about the project, and what was the best part of working in a group, what are the accomplishments that you can get in working in a group, and what are the negative parts of working in a group. There are always pluses and minuses, things that are great being to be done in a group, and things that are not so great. So I want you to kind of explain that to me, and I want everybody to hand over everyone's individual sheets with their work. Overall, I really liked of the majority of your work. We'll probably do more of this. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to hear your feedback on it.